What's up, friend Austin from Houston? Look at this 49,767 single family homes on the market. Inventory is spiking. These are how many houses are on the market. We have never had 44,000. That's how many we had on the market last month. And this is brand new territory. Let's look at the interest rates right now. Good news. The average interest rate has dropped again from 6.37 to 6.3 in the last week. We spiked 2 weeks ago at 6.46, even though back in the end of February we made it below 6% for the first time in since September of 2022. A couple more things is days on market right now. And this is just for single family homes, 58 days on the market. Right now, the original price, there's a big difference between the price that a listing is listed at and the price that a listing sells at. Right now, houses are selling for about 14% less than what they're being listed for. So if you're looking at houses, make sure you go back on that property archive and look at what they were originally listed for. Here's an indicator that your house is properly priced right. You ready? You know your house is priced appropriately because it sells. Very, very simple. You know a product is priced right if it sells. If it doesn't sell, it's because it's not priced right. That's just a blanket fact. In fact, the market proves it. Homes that sold in the first 30 days sold so far for an average of $461,000. That is almost $80,000 more than if it sells in the second month, and $83,000 more than if it sells in the third month. So you want to sell it right out of the gate. You don't want to take too much time if the market's not, if you're not getting showings, if you're not getting positive feedback, second looks, yada yada, and you are probably overpriced. Months of inventory, we're sitting at 6 months of inventory right now. We have 49,767. We're about to hit 50,000 units. I don't want to see that number. That's crazy. Looks like new construction is kind of slowing down a little bit. We may see an uptick of that, but these are the new construction sales. And remember, these these are average rates across the country. 6.3, that includes a third of our sales are new construction. And most of those new construction, everybody knows that those interest rates are lower on new construction. So that means if you take out all the new construction that people are buying, the average interest rate on a resale is probably more like in the sevens or the high sixes. So it's time to buy. It's always time to buy. Volume 3.2 billion in volume, and then expired listings 14,339. So we're seeing an uptick in expired listings when normally in April that number goes down. It's going up. Maybe because sellers are giving up. Maybe they're realizing that they don't have enough equity in their house, so they're going to wait. You know, if you're a buyer and a seller, it's just par for the course. If you're only selling, then I'm sorry. But if you're buying, you're going to be glad. You're going to be glad you bought. You're going to be glad you bought. So let's pray these rates go down. Again, I'm your friend Austin from Houston, and this is your weekly market update for April 16th, 2026. Thank you.